Hi, welcome. I'm Becca. This is My Dollar Dream. Thanks for joining me on my journey. We are in week 7 of the van build. This is a work week, so I wanted to just do maybe a quick video this week with this guy here. And then the next video, I don't know if you can see or not, and there's a little extra light coming in the back. We got the windows in. And that, oh my gosh, that was a feat and a half. So join us for those blooper reels with the windows. You're sure to have a couple laughs or two at my expense, and I'm okay with that. So look forward to the next video. But in the meantime, here's just a shorty of the AC unit going in. Come along with all the adventures that we had this week. That you go up the hill and it's like its own little city / neighborhood, and people turn the corner and like either rev up the hill or they're revving down the hill like crazy maniacs that they are. A very, very busy corner all the time. Our side of the street, from November 1st to April 1st, you cannot park on the side of the street. I think it has to do a lot with the ice and people slide down the hill when there's bad weather out. But it's nice now that the weather is warm enough that we can park if we want street parking on our side of the street. We're trying to work through the logistics. We have to get our camper very soon, and we usually park it in the driveway. So with our multi-vehicle family, we're just trying to work out the logistics of where everything is going to be. We did extend our driveway a couple of years ago, so we can fit 3 vehicles comfortably in the driveway. But when we have that camper, that kind of just utilizes one of the spaces, and so ultimately one of us is always parking on the street. Just life's little problems. I'm sitting here complaining and bitching when some people they have no parking spot ever or even a vehicle to drive. So be grateful, be thankful for what you have. We're gonna do this video on this guy right here. I installed the Out-Equip Pro, or Out-Equip. What the heck is it called? I don't even know what it's called. I installed Out-Equip, and this is a 12 volt AC, and this has a heater option on it as well. So it's a 12 volt AC plus heater, which I thought would be a nice option for the van build. You can get it without the heater option, but I wanted the heater option. I was looking at, there's other heaters that you can run into, like not the diesel, because I don't have diesel, but it's similar to a diesel heater, the gas heater, and most people install them under the seats. I might get that in the future. They're pretty expensive. I'm gonna try this option first and hope that this is a good alternative. I also have another smaller little 12 volt kind of portable heater as well. So hopefully between the two and my power bank, that should do well. Here we go. Just cutting some holes from the bottom. Just giving myself a guide. Then I went up on top with the straight edge and the Sharpie, just outlining where the hole is. This hole is not as large for this as it was, like the Pro Breeze was a 14 by 14, and I think this was like a 14 by 10 was the smallest size hole I could utilize. So that actually worked out really well to go in between the support areas. And then it also came with a really heavy duty kind of like a metal piece that I used, and like I had to create my own backer board with the Pro Breeze, but this came with that nice metal piece. So just filing and cleaning up so we don't get rust on the van. I was a good girl and read my directions throughout. Some of the pieces that they included, like this foam, the way it was shaped was like not even it made no sense for a square or a rectangular hole, so I just came to the conclusion that you just need to cut it to fit how, on there, the way the directions kind of showed the picture of lining that. You had the big foam block and you needed a line around. So this one, I had to contend with the ridges in the van. So I kind of built up in between the ridges with the butyl tape. So then it was one even surface. So then when it got compressed down, that prevented all the leaks. So then this foam the butyl tape went down. This foam did have its own adhesive on the back. And then I used Sikaflex around to seal around. I might take a little Sikaflex on the inside too, just because of my OCD. But there was another piece like that where like the main heavy part of the component was around the square, but then it said to put like this additional kind of foam support in the back, and that's what I'm doing. I was just using the little extra pieces of foam, and I found if I cut them exactly in half, that was like the perfect height. Okay, kids, don't do this at home, but I lifted that thing up there by myself and almost had it crash down on me. But I got it up there. I kind of figured it out leverage-wise and tipped it up because I have no patience and cannot wait for anyone. When I have something in my mind to do it, I'm just gonna do it. It wasn't that heavy, but it was large and awkward, and it was kind of like heavy on one side versus the other, so I just had to leverage it just right. So I figured out exactly where I needed that back foam to stick before I actually adhered it to the top of the van. I could feel when I was moving around on the top of the van, like having the holes like definitely weakens some of the structure, so I could definitely feel like the top of the van like dipping in when I'd move around. Now I'm adding the Sikaflex and then just putting it into place. So this was actually quite straightforward. Survived. Did not fall off the roof. It has been a few days, but I got the AC unit in. I was just checking around for leaks. We did have a little bit of moisture the last couple days with rain, so I guess a good test. Wasn't really super heavy, but a good test enough to check for leaks. And I'm really liking what I see with the sealant that kind of push through as I compress the AC unit down. There is a really nice face plate that I'm not putting on right now. I'm gonna put that on after the roof is on. Oh boy. So this is the control unit. I'm gonna say I'm a little disappointed because I was trying to get all my fixtures in black. I have not decided yet, or if I'm gonna take the time to spray paint this to have, because I really like that white on black aesthetic, but I think my roof is gonna be white on the inside and my walls are gonna be a lighter tone, so it might be okay. And it is white on black there, but I'm just being a snob about it. The top unit had the choice of the white or black, and I got the black, but I'm a little disappointed that the trim is not also an option of black like the Pro Breeze was. That's my only gripe so far. When I looked at other people that had installed this, they said there really was only one place that you could plug everything in. I hope that is true. Oh boy. really, really nice to get some projects done last week. And then Friday, was it Friday? Yeah, Friday night I got to go to the Mel Robbins show. Amazing! It was so good. It was in Minneapolis. Oh, the show didn't start till 7:30. I was like, oh my gosh, I was like my bedtime. But no, it was really, really good, entertaining. If you don't know who Mel Robbins is, she's the author of The Let Them Theory, which I've been a big fan of. And she had a show at the Orpheum in Minneapolis. And it was amazing. Very inspiring. Very, okay, so that one. I watched the guy, he said there was one left over and he didn't know what that was for. And that is true. Okay, so everything, there's all the wires that there could be. Let's see. I should have came out and did this when it was actually cold. It was, it's been such a mind F. This spring I just need it to be, pick one, pick a season, and let it be not winter. Oh, there we go. It seemed like it was bending something. Oh, I don't like what that's doing. I feel like that little post is just, I might have to, okay. I might have to trim that little post. But that's on there, it's sealed. So, okay. It took me a second. I was like, where's the power cord? The power cord is right here where I actually, this came this nice and long. So I'm not even going to have to like add anything to it because my power bank will be down here. There was enough and it also had this protective casing in it. So I kind of strung it down through this channel and then out here. And another nice feature is they actually put a breaker already in the line, so that's awesome. I'm gonna go grab the battery because we have the battery for our camper. I'm gonna go grab that battery and let's give her a test. I'll be right back. So there might be a little spark when you hook it up. So we'll see. We're gonna put the negative on first. Whether that's correct or not. Just a test, right? Okay. Get a good connection. It's just 12 volts, right? I'm gonna die from that. Ooh. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, oh, just a little guy. That wasn't bad. Okay. I heard a beep. That is a good sign. Beeps are good. Oh, no batteries. And then maybe I'll go get 68 degrees Fahrenheit fan. It smells new, that new like burnt rubber smell. Okay. It takes a little, it's like ramping up, but now it's got some freaking power. Okay, I'm gonna go. So the fan, you press several times to change. I'm gonna run and get those batteries and just see, because I'm not feeling a temperature change yet. Ooh, there's a light on there. Yeah, the remote has way more options on here. Okay. Ooh, there's a turbo button. So temp, let's see. It's so weird because this says Celsius, but that says Fahrenheit. Weird. Okay. There's a temperature lock. I'm gonna have to read the directions, but it's drawing 11.3 volts. There's a voltage button. I don't know what the swing of the. Yeah, it's so subtle. Like it starts, it's not like a roaring start. It just kind of gradually builds up. It's very interesting how this is Celsius and that is Fahrenheit. I might have to reach out. I don't know if I was supposed to get a different remote for Fahrenheit. I don't remember when I ordered. Yeah. Okay, I can feel that now. So 63 is the lowest, 86 is the highest. That's a good range. That's a good range. There you go. Very nice. I think once we're kind of finished, and obviously this isn't a whole lot of space and the doors are closed, it's not gonna work like a mega robust AC unit, but I think this in conjunction with the Pro Breeze sucking out hot air, I think it's gonna work nicely. So thus far I'm quite happy. If you're interested to know what the Dollar Dream is all about, look in the bio. There's a link to the Google Docs that talks about my Dollar Dream, how it came about. Remember to like and subscribe. Give $1 if you so choose. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I feel like I work at Quick Trip. Thanks for watching. See you next time.